Hey guys, welcome back. Bolt Spider here, and today I'm going to be doing a different video. I'm going to be going over my favorite Ultimate Rares that I have in my collection. Now, if you guys don't know, I collect Ultimate Rares. They are my favorite rarity in the game, and they're getting to a point where it's going to be super expensive just to get playsets of them because I collect them in playsets, which is a very dumb idea. I should really go down to one of each, but having a playset makes it look better. Now, I have a few cards pulled off to the side. It's very hard to choose which one's my favorite. I was actually kind of torn between if I wanted to do a part 2 of this or showing another one. But let's get right into it. Now, first up, I have a lovely playset that I had for quite some time, pre-COVID, and it is a playset of German Atlantean Dragoons. This is one of my favorite playsets that I have because I play water, and with having these makes me actually happy because Atlantean Dragoon, I've always had my eye on them, but the story of how I got them, I only had two when it was at 2 and at 3, but I picked them up in German from one of my friends, and they're like, hey, you're gonna like these, and I really do. Then I decided, hey, let me see what TCG Player has, and someone was offering a third one, and after that, I now have a playset of Atlantean Dragoons, which is quite nice. Afterwards, one of the playsets that I love playing, and I love the card to death, we have Triple Mystical Space Typhoon. And one of the things I recently found out, if your opponent has a set Imperm and you chain to it a Cosmic Cyclone or a MST to it, and it leaves the field, the column negation does not work, which is very interesting, but I've had these ever since release. I've played them whenever I could, and I might play them again because one spot removal is pretty good nowadays. Forcing out cards like Revolt or maybe a Swordsoul back row is always nice, and these are Imperium Duelist Wave or version 1 holographic sleeves I have on them because in my binder with all the tournament pack stuff, all the monster spells and traps have them. But now let's get into the others. As you guys know, I play a lot of Orcs, and in my binder, I didn't want to pull them out all the playsets. So I have a playset of each for Galatea and Dingrisu. People were like, why do you have 3 of each? I'm like, I like having 3 of each just in case if I want to run certain builds that need 3. And with Galatea and Dingrisu, I've had these ever since I can remember back in 2019. This deck was my favorite deck, and it's max rarity, so once I get attached to a deck, I kind of want a max rarity of the deck because of how it is, and I enjoyed the deck until the day it died. So that's one thing about Orcus that I miss. I miss having Harp, so I could actually have a competent build of it without relying on other type of engines. Now we're at a couple rare cards, but I'm gonna go one by one. We have a lot of people's favorite card, Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. This is one that I only have one of, but I'm happy that I only have one because it's such a beautiful ultimate rare, as we can see right here. It just has the right texture that everyone likes for an ultimate rare, and they did a amazing job on it. If I were to get 2 more, I would definitely get 2 more and play old OCG Infernity format because that format is it's insane. But let's get into the next one. This is one that I've had for a long time when I was a kid, and it is one Ulti Air Neos. It has never left my possession ever since I had it, and these things are collectible by a mile. And I do have to say, I've had this for ever since it released, so it is quite some time that I've had it. And it's still near mint till today. even though I kept it in a box with other cards because I'm like, I'm never going to use this. I'm just going to put this in here. And then finally, my favorite Ultimate Rare I have is actually a PSA graded card. And this card is a Mint 9 Ultimate Rare Uriah, Lord of Searing Flames. This is the only graded card I have. It is a Gem 9 or Mint 9. And I went to a YCS out in Chicago with my father, and a guy was selling old vintage boxes, and I decided, let me open up a SOI box. So this pulled straight from the box, and I've had it ever since. This is an Ultimate Rare that I probably won't get rid of because it has some memento to it. And it's just going to keep going up in price and just keep going. But I feel like this one, I will be keeping forever. If I do get out of the game, it's still going to be there because it's one of my prized possessions, I would say, next to a lot of the other Ultimate Rares that I have. But with this one, it's definitely one that I love. And I'm a fan of the Sacred Beast monsters. So, yeah. Having this in a collection without the other two is kind of sad, but I'd like to get the other two, but they're just super hard to get. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this different type of video, let me know if you want to see a part 2 or just to see the full entire Ultimate collection, because I have quite a bit. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. Hope you guys did enjoy this little insight of myself, and see you guys in the next video.